Good morning, students. So let us continue our discussion of the chapter Silk Road, written by Nick Middleton. Now, in the previous video module, we have discussed the condition of the narrator Nick Middleton when he was going towards Mount Kailash to complete Kora. It's a pilgrimage, but he had to face a lot of difficulties in the way, which he had described in detail. Now, Satan that he had left, his companion that he had left. So, narrator, no one was there with whom the narrator could talk or could speak in English. No one was there who could understand his language. Now, let us move on to the next part of this lesson. Then, I had been told that at the height of pilgrimage season, the town was bustling with visitors. The narrator had read already about this place in books. Plus, he had heard from many visitors or the travelers that, especially, the town was bustling with visitors. Many brought their own accommodation, and many travelers that they were there along with their accommodation, enlarging the settlements around its edges as they set up their tents with spilled down onto the plain. Many that they had been there with their accommodation plus enlarging the settlement, their tents, everything on the edge of the rivers and spilled down onto the plain area. I had time to my arrival for the beginning of the season, and the narrator he had planned each and everything to come here, especially to that place or to complete the Kora at the beginning of the season, but it seemed I was too early. But looking at the condition, it seemed or the narrator felt that I was too early there at that place. Then one afternoon, I sat pondering my options over a glass of tea in Darchan's only cafe. So one afternoon, the narrator was alone now. Satan had left. So that's why one afternoon he sat pondering. Pondering means here thinking. That is pondering. Okay. Now he sat pondering over the his options over a glass of tea in Darchan's only cafe. Only cafe was there, only one that he sat. After a little consideration, after a little bit thinking, the narrator concluded that they were severely limited. It means the options were severely limited options to go ahead or to move ahead. So then, clearly, I hadn't made much progress with my self-help program on positive thinking. And so that is why narrator says referred that he has described that his self-help program hadn't made any progress or wouldn't help the narrator. What? His self-help program hadn't made much progress with this program, the narrator. Then, in my defense, it hadn't been easy with all my sleeping difficulties. But however, I looked at it, I could only wait. Because he had to face a lot of difficulties, a lot of problems, especially breathing problem at that particular altitude or the height there. Because he was the first time that the narrator had been there. So that's why the weather, atmosphere was totally new for him. Survival was difficult for the narrator, breathing. So then it hadn't been easy for him. Especially the sleeping difficulties, he couldn't sleep. But however, I looked at it, the narrator looked at it, that what he could do, only wait. The pilgrimage trail was well trodden. The narrator noticed that trail, especially pilgrimage trail, that path was well trodden. It means visited by many travelers, frequented by many travelers. That is well trodden. Now, but I didn't fancy doing it alone. But the narrator was not interested at all to move ahead alone, to do it alone. The Kora was seasonal because parts of the routes were liable to blockage by snow. Because that Kora, it means going to Mount Kailash, that place, and doing Kora, that was a seasonal matter. Because what? Most of the times the paths or the routes that they were liable to blockage by snow. That is what? The Kora. What is meant by Kora? It's a pilgrimage. Pilgrimage. Okay. Now, were liable to blockage by snow. I had no idea whether or not the snow had cleared, but I wasn't encouraged by the chunks of dirty ice that still clung to the banks of Darchen's brook. He was not interested at all to move ahead alone, the narrator. And nothing was clear. He had no idea that whether or not the snow had cleared or not. But the one thing was clear, the narrator wasn't encouraged. For what? By the chunks. Chunks means here small pieces of the parts, chunks of dirty ice, and that still clung to the banks of Darchen's brook, which were clinging there, clung on the banks of the Darchen's brook. Brook means a small stream. This is what? Brook. He wasn't encouraged looking at the condition there, especially the chunks of ice, dirty ice. Now, since Saturn had left, I hadn't come across anyone in Darchen with enough English to answer even these most basic questions. Because as I told you, Saturn had left. So that is why since that moment, the narrator hadn't come across any other person in Darchen with enough English knowledge or who could speak English, understand English to answer even these most basic questions of the narrator. He hadn't come across any other person in Darchen since Saturn had left. So that it means the narrator was alone there. He could not understand anything what to do. And he had no clear idea that whether the path or the route is cleared or not. So children, here in this way we have discussed some small 2 or 3 paragraphs that the narrator what he was thinking, what was his condition there, especially state of mind, Saturn had left, all these things. Now, the remaining part we will continue in the next video module. Thank you, students.